All right. So we have free Elo starting on attack, which means Reborn start on defense, and they will ban first because defensive teams always ban first. Let's see who they are going to ban. Now, often we will get Thatcher ban, typically on Cafe. Other attacker can be pretty flexible, but I'd expect something, I don't know, it's free Elo, it could be different. Maybe Jackal, but we're going to get the Thatcher coming out. That's no big surprise. No surprise whatsoever. For defense, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Mirror, Kaid, something like that. But for attack, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Jackal? It is going to be Jackal. Not at all predictable, these bans here tonight. Free Elo very quick on the defensive ban. They know exactly who they want to get rid of, and it is going to be that Kaid that I mentioned just a moment ago. Let's see if we can get the 4K when it comes to my ban predictions. And let's see if we get a mirror ban coming out here from the boys on Reborn. But no, it is going to be Goyo. Goyo gets taken out of play. Those are the bans. Now, Goyo brings a lot of extra shields to the party. Very popular operator to play. So a good choice to ban. Good choice to ban as we go to round number 1. First sight, bar and cocktail. No big surprise. I think we would all expect that to be the case. Now, we do have the return of the tweets. We do have the return of the tweets. So if you want to do that, just tweet exclamation mark, not exclamation mark. I'm thinking of Discord commands. Hashtag TXB Pro. And your tweet might appear on screen. Might. Now, we're going to have Jaeger being 6-picked by Merxy. He started with Pulse, but he's going to switch over to Jaeger, and we are going to have Cluto 6-picking Ash and going on to Nomad. I'm going to be honest, this is the first time that I have casted a game with... No, I think I've casted a game without Glossy Club once. Just once. So this is a new experience. This is a new experience. So let's see what kind of setup we get coming out here from Reborn. Now, they are last season's champions, of course. They've got a lot to prove here this season. They want to show that they haven't fallen off. Athena were the Season 1 winners, but they couldn't make it for Season 2. They just couldn't get there in the end. They lost out in playoffs, winning, I think, 2 games. And I don't think they won any games in playoffs, if I remember right. No, they beat Vanquish. I'm lying to you people. They beat Vanquish. And then they didn't win any games, unfortunately for them. Reborn, though, season champions, a lot to prove. Let's see what kind of setup we will get. Now, they are known for bringing a lot of ranked type strats, but they do watch Pro League, or at least Merxy does, and I'm pretty sure Consta does. So they will be able to take some inspiration from the Pro Leagues, the PC Pro Leagues, I should say, just to be clear. But they do still bring a very ranked style and rely on fragging quite a lot. Now, we've got Merxy sitting up here in Cocktail Lounge, waiting for a sneaky peek onto anyone rappelling up onto that balcony, but no one is coming that way. So he's just going to be sit there waiting to shoot nothing, and he's going to pick up his ADS and put it somewhere else. MYR with his new tag is going to be playing here in the washrooms with, I'm pretty sure this is LZ, playing over here in the Cocktail Lounge entrance, with Aza playing down below sight here in the laundry. And we've got Aluzi just taking out drones here on Cocktail. Very common position for a Maestro to be playing. Now, Colin is going to be looking down, waiting for the flanks up red stairs, but pretty much every player except for Mozzie is on site or on the top floor. So that is a pointless watch. They need the Nomad air jabs to go onto that staircase, and that will allow those flanks to be covered. As Echo Joe not playing Echo because he is on attack. You can't play Echo on attack, as you all know. So he's going to be picking Iana. Great operator to have, and he is going to lose 1 drone. As another drone gets lost there by Jag as he repels up to take out the signal jammer that is on this wall that will allow that wall to get opened up. There's the signal jammer gone. That will allow that wall to... No, it's not gone. There is still signal jamming activity there. It's tucked right up against the wall, denying Buck access to it as Merxy does take down Echo Joe, leaving us in a 5 versus 4. That is most unfortunate. Echo Joe, though, is going to go on to drones and get intel for his team. As Aza does take down Colin, that wall is going to get opened up by Profit as the signal jammer does get taken out of play. We've got Aza now back upstairs with his teammates on the top floor. He is going to back out of piano, join his teammates with the Luzi just looking down into Cigar. Oh, nicely done there by Cluto. He gets the pick from down below as Aluzi has no idea what's coming. 4 versus 3 now. But we have Merxy has dropped down to Laundry, getting ready for the late flank. Yellow pings are going out on the side of Reborn as Jag gets taken out of play. All players now watching their teammates rather than watching drones, which I don't like here, but Aza is going to take down Profit, leaving Cluto all in his own. The only player on his team to actually get a kill, to get 2 kills, as 1 air jab does go off. He knows that Reborn are trying to flank. He's got very low health, 20 HP, C4 gets ripped. He's got no diffuser in hand. He runs towards the C4 and he does pull back just in the nick of time, but it doesn't matter because it is a simple bait as Mozzie just comes around and takes him down. And that is round number 1. Going to Reborn. Well, that's an interesting start. That was an interesting start. So that's round 1, going to the defense. Not unexpected. It's Cafe. It's Cigar. Not Cigar. Bar and Cocktail, top floor. So it's not a huge surprise. Now we are going to see Kitchen get played, which again is no big surprise. We are going to have a Luzi getting rid of Warden, bringing out Malusi instead. And Echo Joe is going to get rid of that Iana and instead bring out the Dokkaebi. Is that going to be the change that Free Elo need to take a win here? They're going to know that the site is going to be Kitchen. There's going to be no surprises there whatsoever. But let's see how Free Elo choose to attack this one. They didn't have a great start. They didn't have a great start. I think we can all agree on that. Cluto picking up the 2K. Picking up the 2K. Not to be sniffed at, but still not a good start for Free Elo. They've got a lot of work that they need to do here. Now, I don't know who's going to be IGLing. I'm going to assume that it's going to be Colin or possibly Jag. Colin, I think, used to IGL for Dadless back in the day, for those who remember Dadless. We had Colin playing as Ari's SV back in those days with Cobra Rosen, Jamor, Malipsy, all of those types of guys on Dadless. I'm pretty sure Colin used to do a fair bit of IGLing back then. So he might be doing it for Free Elo here tonight. I'm not totally sure, as we are going to have 2 players up here on the top floor. That's going to be LZ and Aza playing up here to stop this roam game. Because typically you do start from the top and work your way down. And today's going to be no different here for Free Elo. They are starting upstairs, getting those hatches open with the DMR. They're going to know that there's been a 6-pick. C4 goes out. Jag takes a load of damage. Nice try for Merxy, but he doesn't get that kill. But he does really hamper the ability for Free Elo to be effective here, or at least for Jag. Now, Jag on Maverick, it's not huge utility that you need. That blowtorch is not huge utility, but the C4, sorry, the grenades would come in very, very tasty indeed, as the second kill and third kill, sorry, no, just the second kill comes out there, and that sees Colin taken out. That's Zofia out of play. That's some big soft destruction being taken out of commission, as Merxy does get refragged, and Aza has taken a load of damage as well, and he's going to get taken down by Echo Joe's. Cluto takes one as well. 2 versus 3 now, with Free Elo on top right now in this round, but we've still got Cluto on the roof with 1.5 minutes left to go. Profit has control of the top floor along with Echo Joe, and Cluto has dropped in, taking control of the second floor as he starts to make his way down with Echo Joe and Profit joining him down the white staircase. So it looks like we are going to get a freezer take, as Profit does have diffuser, and they are going down that staircase. But there is some caution being exercised here, as they are not sure if there are any more roamers upstairs on this second floor. We know there isn't, but Free Elo doesn't necessarily know that there isn't. There are 2 players on site, although we are getting MYR coming out there to try to get the pick, but he doesn't come off best. Cluto does, however, fragging again for his team. 5-1 right now, Cluto. 5 KD for his team. As Aluzi is the last man standing, he's going to be playing in Bakery. Plant is starting to go down. It isn't going to get denied. This should not be a win for Reborn. This should be a 1-1. But let's see if that is how it's going to play out. Free Elo going to have to play very, very cautiously here. They don't need to overpeak. They just need to rely on Aluzi making a mistake. Air jab's going to go off. They know exactly where Aluzi is. As we see players starting to back out even more, giving Aluzi more room to move, but less room to know exactly where the attackers are. And with that, Ace gets the last pick. And that was a really good round for Free Elo. So Free Elo managed to take one. And I've written down all the wrong things I've just realized. Okay, that's it. I've written it down correctly now. Kitchen and service is going to get replayed, and we need to see a better take. Bear with me for a second. Okay, we're going to resume. Bear with me for a second, stream. Bear with me, stream. Bear with me. People saying there's no audio for the game. I can see it coming up. Aha. I see the problem. There we go. You'll have game audio now. You'll have game audio. I had it, but you didn't. Thank you for the people in the chat letting me know.
10 seconds left.
Bear with me. Just letting you guys know in the stream. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream now for this season.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
All right, you have game audio. Okay, so Pluto still this 5 KD, doing very well for his team. Carrying Free Elo right now to victory in that last round.
Loaded mag.
Let's see if they can pull it off again. Now, sorry, I was slightly distracted there because I was just sorting out the audio. I am back now. I am back now. Okay, so 5 versus 5. 30 seconds into the round. We've got Aza playing on the second floor. He is going to put his utility on to trick that drone, just sitting in the middle of the floor. Luzi just doing stuff. Merxy taking damage. Merxy taken down by Jag. Merxy, the opening pick. This is not expected. We do still have this one player up here, though. That's Aza, just standing here in the hallway. They've got no idea that he's there. This is going to be Jag getting taken out of play unless he's got a very good headset. He is not looking. Oh, but Aza misses his shots, but he manages to finish it off. Jag does get taken down eventually. Well played to Aza. Badly played for Jag for just not listening and not having that intel. But it is how the game goes sometimes. Aza was stood there for a shockingly long time getting away with that. That should not have been allowed. Aluzi's going to go on cams. I'd like to see Merxy playing on those cams as he is dead. Instead, he's just spectating his teammate, LZ, as Aza does take down Echo Joe. I do like the fact that we can see who the real teammates are, who's watching flank drones and all that sort of thing. Oh, Colin tries to do some damage there. Aza does back out. He's going to remain on the white stairs. We need to get a pre-fire from Colin, but he's not going to do it. He's going to take out that signal jammer as we get one player coming down the white stairs, but he's going to back out as LZ does take down Prophet, leaving us in a 4 versus 2. This looks like it's going to go the other way for Reborn this time round in round number 3, as it is a 4 versus 2 with 1 minute left to go. And we are going to have 2 players hunkering down next to site, one on brown stairs, and the last one up top waiting for a drop. Now, Pluto should not be relied on to clutch this. It's not his job. He's on the second floor. He's still got to make it down to first. He's going to back out. Yes, he is taking that fire from up above. But Colin is going to get that frag onto Aza, and he's going to take down LZ as well, making it a 2 versus 2 now with 30 seconds to go. Diffuser is going to be picked up by Colin. Pluto coming upstairs for some reason, I guess to get the diffuser, but not realizing that Colin's on it already. Bit of poor communication there, perhaps. Aluzi holding here in sight with MYR, waiting for the drop. It does come. Colin does get taken out of play, and MYR is going to take the second. That is Pluto out of commission as well, and that is the win for Reborn as they take round number 3, making it 2-1. Let me make sure I write this down correctly. There we go. All right. So A much better round there from Reborn. A much better round. Good to see Free Elo picking up a round. But a much better round for Free Elo there. Sorry, for Reborn on that one than they played in round number 2. Round number 2 wasn't by any means terrible by Reborn. It's just Free Elo had they had some good work up there, especially on the top floor, getting those picks that they managed to get and opening up the round for them. Reborn lapsed a little bit towards the end of the round, but in that one, much more controlled. An unfortunate opening pick there onto Merxy is what it is. Is what it is. It's going to happen. But patience from the rest of the team won out and allowed Reborn to get that victory. So well done there to them.
Located by attackers.
Okay. So Fire and Cocktail just become unlocked. So we are going to see boys from Reborn go there. Let's see what kind of setup we get. I'd be surprised if we get anything particularly different coming out. We are likely to see the very same setup coming out from Reborn.
Defuse a bomb. You can stop worrying.
5 players, 1 on the second floor, checking cams, going for a jump out or a spawn peek or something. Just checking. This is how Merxy's dying first, is because he's standing here on cams just waiting to get a spot and go for that peek. Colin playing on 0, and this is what I'd like to see. I want to see some Flores play as well, because we haven't seen much Flores yet. I think we've seen him for 2-3 rounds maximum so far this week. Now, Colin misses the fact that Merxy is over here in train. Merxy's going to take some damage, but he is going to down Colin playing on 0. He goes to finish it off. He's going to throw that C4 to get the kill. Oh, Bear Coat Joe finishes off Merxy before he can set off the C4. Fantastic, fantastic teamwork coming out from Free Elo as their teammates cover each other with calls and gunfire. Well played. Colin's going to get the 10 points for taking out that C4 that was nearly his deathbed. Nicely done to Free Elo. Unfortunate for Merxy. Unfortunate. That should have been a kill for Merxy, but if he just held back, it would have been okay. But Aluzi is going to spot players on cams. He's going to hold that angle and open fire onto the player moving around that pillar, but he isn't going to do any damage to him at all as Colin is making his way slowly towards White Stairs. Buck is taken out of commission, and he is going to go onto drones and cams to see if he can get intel for his teammates. But Colin is ready, waiting for someone on that White Staircase or to drop down behind him. Has got Cluto pre-firing here into Cigar, but there is no one there. It's not going to do any damage to anyone as Profit now has control of the top of Red Stairs. They have control of Cigar, but they don't realize it yet. Now they do, though, as Cluto has moved in and is starting to make way for his team. One player sneaks out there from the doorway of bathroom to try to get a pick with some pre-fires, but it doesn't happen. Echo Joe takes down Aza. What is happening to Reborn here? This is not the way this is supposed to go. Cluto moving his way around. He's got an idea there's a player there. Somehow Mute misses most of the shots, but he does finally manage to get one with that shotgun. Echo Joe yet again comes around for the refrag. Profit takes down one, and we're in a 1 versus 3 with LZ all on his own. This isn't the game Reborn are expecting to play, I don't think. LZ gonna sit here in the smoke waiting for his moment. He comes around, he sees the back of Echo Joe. Joe does a bit of damage, but not quite enough. Plant does start, but they know exactly where smoke is, and Colin with the SC 3000K is gonna get the pick, and that's the second round going to Free Elo. And we see it go to 2-2. 2-2. I see the calls in the chat there about Free Elo spectating teammates. Yeah, I do like this functionality that allows us to see what players are doing. I do like it. It's very nice to see. Free Elo lack drone game. They're all spectating teammates. Yeah. Yeah. We have seen some of the players switching to cams. We have seen it a couple of times, but yeah, there has been times where we've seen them watching their teammates as well, or instead of cams. And we see it from Reborn as well. And in fact, it's what I'm learning watching all of these games this week, is that a lot of people are watching their teammates instead. Now, of course, we don't know where the cams are. We don't know where the drones are. All we know is how many are actually left. We don't know if they're actually any good because we still can't spectate cams as a spectator. We can only spectate it via a player. So if a player isn't watching a cam, we don't know where it is. So that's one of those things. It might be that there are cams out to watch, but it's just they're not any good. So people aren't watching them. Who knows? Who knows? Sometimes if you've got teammates that aren't great at giving calls, it is sometimes more effective to actually watch that teammate that's not good at giving a call than it is to watch a drone that might not be any use and actually give calls on behalf of that player that you're spectating. Because quite often it's very difficult when you're in a gun battle to give a call. And if you're watching a teammate that gets into a gun battle, you can say, this guy's over here on cocktail because the guy's in a gunfight. He can't call it out. He's too busy focusing on the gunfight and allows that spectator to actually give that call on his behalf. Now, admittedly, you know, that's a rare case. It's not something that always happens. It's just something that's possible. It's viable and a justification for not watching cams if there are no good cams out there. Oh, beautiful pick from Echo Joe. Aza does a fair bit of damage, but he doesn't fall back far enough. He sits there on a very predictable position and just allows Echo Joe, I keep wanting to call him Echo Drone, Echo Joe to get that pick. 4 versus 5 as Merxy is sitting here with the M870. Waiting for a jump out. He hears the rappel. He's gonna go. Is he gonna go for the jump out? Come on, Merxy. You hear it. You know. You know. The window is prepped. We can see there is a player just down below him there in the laundry who's gonna put down a claymore underneath the hatch and is gonna back out, not realizing that Merxy is right here. Yellow pings are going out, so Merxy's gonna know roughly where he is. We've got another player peeking around there. Is he gonna hear Merxy come down through the barbed wire? Merxy's gonna make his way down to the ground floor though. He isn't gonna go for that jump out. He is gonna rotate as MYR is watching cams. Aluzi sitting on a very predictable spot, almost gets taken out of play. LZ gets knocked on his butt by an air jab as Colin sends out the cams for intel. Cluto on a very predictable position here, up on the top of the skylight, looking for easy picks, but they aren't going to come. Profit drops in to join his teammate, who is jagged right here on the top of red stairs with Echo Joe down below, looking to see if there's a kill he can get from underneath. If they had cams and intel, they could get an explosive kill onto that player in cocktail. Interesting use of the lifeline there is going to do some effect to Echo Joe there, just as much as it's going to do to anyone that's up top. That is LZ just laid there waiting. Colin is going to get taken down by Merxy with that shot. Merxy's going to get a second. That's Colin and Echo Joe taken out of commission with LZ getting one of his own. 4 versus 2 with 1 minute left to go on the clock. Profit has diffuser and an AK-12. He's going to do a bit of damage, but not enough as Jag is going to get taken out. Profit's going to come for the kill, but Merxy with a shotgun is going to claim the quad and take another round for Reborn. And he gives the cheeky teabag there. I'm not sure the teabag is quite the play when you're the strongest team supposedly in the league and you're only just beating what a lot would consider to be the weakest team in the league by 1 round. This is a great game so far. We've seen some very interesting plays. I know what a lot of people will be saying. They'll be saying that, oh, the gameplay is not good, the defense is rubbish, the attacks are just so disjointed, the drone game's poor, the intel game's poor. Yes, that is sometimes the case. That is sometimes the case. And I'm not going to say if that's the case here. I'm seeing some interesting choices, but I'm seeing some good plays. I'm seeing some gunfights being lost by Reborn that they really shouldn't be losing. You've got, let's say for example, we've got Aza playing on the red stairs in the start of that last round. He's on 120 FPS. And he's sitting there holding an angle against another player who, I'm not sure if Echo Joe is on 120. But either so, he's sitting still. When you're on 120, you use that to your advantage and you move around quickly. Have that advantage over the other player who might be on 60 frames per second. Echo Joe took advantage of the fact that Aza was just sitting there, just holding an angle, knowing where he is, just peeked out, pre-fired, got the kill. Job done. So, some mistakes coming out from Reborn, maybe relying on their gun power a little bit too much, but they are just losing gunfights that they shouldn't lose. 2 players up on the top floor. 1 on second. 2 on site. Cheeky run out there from Aza, who does get the kill onto Echo Joe and does down Pluto, but he is refragged by Colin. That was a fair pick. That was a fair pick by Aza. Echo Joe, 5 and 4. But if we look at Azer, 9 and 5. Azer is a good fragger. Azer is a very good fragger. He did take down some utility. It wasn't the hard breacher. He wanted to get the hard breacher ideally. Here comes the Flores drone. That's going to take out the ADS. That's going to allow grenades to come out as Buck is going to peek his way in. And he is going to pre-fire all the possible positions. Free Elo getting a little bit caught on each other there as Jack does manage to take down him. Well, he's just going to come and pre-fire everything, playing very aggressively right now. 3 versus 3. As Aluzi does take him down for a very common position, but he refragged by Prophet Joe, and Free Elo have just gone all out balls to the wall aggression here as Merxy up above is going to try and deny from above, but he's not going to manage it. I think Plant is going to be successful. No, he does see the player, and he's going to stop him with the shotgun. Diffuser denied, leaving Colin all on his own as Ash in the 1 versus 2. Merxy up above, holding that diffuser with the shotty. But Colin doesn't know. The calls haven't come out by Free Elo to let him know exactly where Merxy is. Colin, very low on health now, is going to move his way through prep. We've got LZ playing on site, just watching and waiting for someone to come round. We've got Merxy with complete control from above. You need Colin to push in deep to try to plant. But if he does, it's going to be heard by our man here, who is just going to come out. He's going to rely on Merxy to play from above to get that kill instead. We've got NYR watching his cams, and Merxy there with another shotgun kill from above is going to take the round for Reborn, making it a 4-2 split at the end of the first half. And that means the sides will now switch, with Reborn going on to attack and Free Elo going on to defense. 4-2 split. Interesting start. An interesting start. I enjoyed that. Let's see if Free Elo can step it up as we go on to defense. We'll watch some highlights here from that round. Hopefully I caught them nicely. Yeah, we did manage to get 1 kill. Beautiful, beautiful. Did we manage to get a second? Yes, we did. Oh, only just. Only just. Almost missed it completely. I do love it when a good...
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
when a good
attackers.
highlight comes into play. Now, bear with me for a second, screen. Just got to check my audio here. There we go. All right. So, Bar and Cocktail. Let's see what Free Elo are going to give us on defense.
Bomb located by
Let's see what Free Elo will give us on the defense. Now, we are going to get Bar and Cocktail first. Nothing unexpected there. Thank goodness someone takes out the speaker. So often people don't take out the speaker. It's really, really frustrating when they don't.
5 seconds to go.
Oh, UL is names or nines, not LZ. Okay. Okay, it's because you're L and I just... Okay, fine. All right. Well, there you go. I'm blaming LZ for some unfortunate choices, and it's actually nines or names, however you pronounce it. Thank you very much for the tip-off there. UL, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. All right, 5 versus 5. Names, as I now know. Or I'll just call him Ol. Let's just call him Ol or Ash. That'll make it easier. Gonna take out the default cam. Start to open up the window and get ready to push his way into sight. He's gonna chuck a drone in first. Let's see what he's gonna drone out. As MYR gets picked off early by someone on defense. Oh, that's 2 down. 1 dead. Echo Joe doesn't miss the C4, and he does get that pick, taking down MYR. Colin is taken out of play, so it is a 4 versus 3. Nines here on the window, just watching. Flexing the go forward charm. Someone knows that he's out there. Pre-fires do go out. Nines is going to try and catch that player as they peek out again, but they aren't going to peek out again. Echo Joe with a shot. No, with the MP5 or MP... Is it MP? No, it's MPX, isn't it, on Valkyrie? Going to sit there on top of White. Jack playing a very common smoke spot here behind the bar with a shield, and all the holes open up. Prophet downstairs on the 2nd floor, roaming around with that SMG-11, trying to find a kill. Merxy still up on the roof. Nane's still just here on a window. Aluzi's still on a window. They need to make some plays. We are going to get 1 rappel in. That is Ace with the diffuser. We've got one drop in the hatch. This is a coordinated assault onto Cocktail here to try to take the site. Merxy's going to get the 2 kills. Cluto, though, does get the refrag. We've got Prophet down below who's going to be able to deny the plant from underneath. If he's got the intel, plant is going down. C4's going to go up. But that's not where the plant is. Or was it? It was, but he moved off it just in the nick of time. Well played to the attackers there, as Aluzi is going to try to stick it again. Cluto watching, but nothing's going to happen. Plant is going to be successful as Prophet tries to take down Nanes, who is watching the top of White Stairs. He manages to down Prophet. 1 versus 2. It is most unlikely that Prophet's going to get revived. Even more unlikely now that we have seen that the remaining 2 players of Free Elo have been killed and the round has been won by Reborn. A good effort there by Free Elo. A good effort, but not good enough. As Reborn do take the win, they'd only just got the diffuser down as well, it looked like. Only just got the diffuser. Wait, what am I writing here? Okay. Yeah, all right. Just trying to keep accurate notes. Free Elo going to try bar and cocktail again. 5-2. I can guarantee you not many people thought this would be the scoreline at this point in time. Harry, are you telling me now that Az isn't Azza?
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Den says it is Azza. People, stop trying to confuse me with these names. I'm calling him as it's got to be Azza because there's no one else in the lineup that it could be. No one else. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. All right, so Free Elo going to try the upstairs hold again. We're going to get a very standard setup coming out here. Reinforcement with a rotate here onto the Shiko spot. Reinforcements here on the wall. We've got the Saria gate up here. No big surprise. I wouldn't be surprised to see one here, but we are going to get one here at the moment. The third one could go up here. We have one left in the Aruni back pocket. Let's see where that's going to go. Is it going to go on the rotate right here, which wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen that happen. Instead, Echo Joe has put down that last gate. Where is it? I can hear it close by. Is it on a window? It is on a window. Okay. So that makes sense. That's where one of the attackers repelled in last time. Colin's going to take a little bit of damage as he goes for a possible peek there, but he is going to take a few bullets. And he is going to do some damage to Aluzi as well. So a fair trade. They've lost pretty much the same amount of health each. So, you know, like for like, that's all good. Echo Joe playing downstairs on second floor, making his way through. We've got 3 players stacked up out here. But we have Nomad laid down on cams. Pre-fires through the doorway, almost take the head off of the player that's standing there. That is Nomad, I think, or someone else's. Nanes does take down Colin, and Colin immediately moves to spectate mute. Not cams, but oh, there we go. Goes onto a cam now. No, back to mute. You gotta love this. Onto cams. Back to mute. Back to Jaeger, back to smoke. Back to Aruni. With his teammate watching cams instead of him. Okay, Aluzi is going to drone as Aether is going to take some damage down here, probably from Prophet, who was roaming around. No, that's from Echo Joe, sorry, who was roaming around. Roaming around? Echo Joe is going to drop, trying to silence it just a little bit, make his way to laundry. He is stuck in here unless he makes his own rotate, which wouldn't be a smart move right now because we do have Buck right here waiting probably to make some holes in laundry. Cluto does go down at the hands of Aluzi just after MYR gets killed. Oh, they're so close to each other. If we had some intel. Okay, Buck does open that hole in the wall and Echo Joe does get the pick right through it. We can see the 2 players here on Reborn spectating Ash. 3 players watching 1 drone. It's not what you need. Reborn, it's not what you need. 3 versus 3. 57 seconds to go. Drone is going to spot Prophet. Drone is going to get taken out. Echo Joe still down below. Nothing in the pocket to deny a plant from underneath. That courtesy does go to Prophet, but he is playing upstairs just here on site. He goes for that free fire, but it's not really necessary. You don't need to push this. Prophet, you don't need to push it. You can hear the repel free fires go out. Player is in sight. And Nanes does take him down as Merxy takes down another, leaving Echo Joe all on his own. Plant is starting to drop. Aluzi rather is likely to be successful as Echo Joe is underneath. But Merxy's going to come round onto 90 and he is going to get that kill. And that is another round going to Reborn. just after the plant goes down. Now, as we move on to attack, this could be where we see Reborn really start to wake up and come into their own. They are a fragging team, but they are also very much an objective team. They frag a lot, but they do always play the diffuser where possible. It buys them that extra time, but also, when you've only got 20 seconds left on a round, it buys you another minute. When you've got 2 minutes on the round, it forces the hand of the defenders to have to play a lot quicker and essentially makes the round over faster and gives you, as an attacker, a much more powerful position. So Reborn go on to match point. They just need to win one round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Free Elo are going to switch sites. They're going to go to kitchen and service, or service and cooking, which does make sense. They failed twice on the top floor, so they're going to have another go here at kitchen instead. It's their third defensive round. They've lost 2 in a row. They haven't won a single defense yet. Let's see what they can do. As I talk about the stats, let's look at stats for last season on this map. We don't have stats for this season yet, but we do have stats for last season. We can see that this map was 34% attacking favored last season. This site, service and cooking, 33% attacker favored. Bar and cocktail, 15% attacker favored. Yet, Reborn just won it twice in a row. That does not look good for Free Elo. Now, whatever happens here, Free Elo have 2 rounds in the bag. And I think a lot of people thought we'd see Free Elo getting 7-0'd, but they haven't been 7-0'd. So this is still a win for Free Elo at this point, showing that they aren't what everyone thinks they are. Aza does get that early kill onto Cluto, though, who was he standing here? Oh, we can see the signs. I didn't think you could see the graphics when a player's fallen, but you can. You got to look for it very hard, but it is there. So Cluto, standing at the bar, I guess gets taken out from this window. An unfortunate pick. Not for Reborn, though, as Jag does take down Merxy again, the first to fall. Merxy has been the opening pick for Reborn, or the opening death for Reborn, more often than he would like, I think. More often than he would like. Colin making his way up this staircase. Here's the air jab going down. He knows that Nomad is there nearby, and he can hear that air jab. But where is it? He's going to vault over. He is going to fall to it just as Nomad jumps out the window. NYR isn't going to capitalize on that. Echo Joe does capitalize on something else as he takes down Naines, leaving us in a 4 versus 3 with 1 minute 50 seconds left to go. Now, we do have an SAS player. That is going to be Jag playing around here in the VIP section. He hears the cam gets taken out by an attacker. Does that attacker know that he's there? The Luzi does know he's going to pre-fire it. He is going to get that pick. Jag gets taken down, evening out the man count now with a 3 versus 3, leaving Colin on the roam upstairs on the top floor. Prophet playing up close here on prep doorway, waiting for someone to push in, and Echo Joe just watching a default push in through the double door. Now it looks like we are going to get a push through Freezer as that wall is getting opened up. Patch has been left soft, but Ace has gone upstairs. Sorry, not Ace, Sophia has gone upstairs to do some damage from above. We've got Echo Joe playing just down below. He needs to be very careful of that breaching charge. Impact Trick is going to stop that second Thelma. Oh, Echo Joe with a beautiful kill there onto a Luzi, but very quickly Reborn get 2 refrags. And Prophet is left all on his own here in sight. Diffuser has been dropped. Lifelines go out. He knows where they are. He does get droned. Did he see that drone? We saw the drone. Drone saw him. That drone sees him. They know exactly where he is. Diffuser is still down. It's going to get picked up by MYR, who's going to go for a default plant right here behind the bomb. Prophet does have a C4 in pocket. He's going to throw it, and he is going to get that pick. He's in a 1 versus 1 against Aza. 25 seconds to go. There is a Banshee there, but it's not going to do enough as Aza moves his way around, gets that kill. And we see Free Elo and Reborn end in a 7-2 scoreline in favor of Reborn. GG's to both teams. One player has left already. And that, as they say, is that. GG to both the teams. Well played. What a game. Didn't quite go the way I think a lot of people will have expected. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, as you'll have learned, if you keep an eye on